Kathy.
And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. Welcome back.
Welcome.
January 27th. It's a Friday. Happy Friday. TGIF. Number 23. We're
Number 23. Almost February.
back on schedule, at least till
A
March.
little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
It's a gorgeous day in Maine.
It's beautiful. We have sunshine.
We've
We haven't
had
had a lot of sunshine.
no, we've had a lot of snow, a lot of rain.
In a week, we've had 3 storms that were about 24 inches of snow.
Yep.
Total.
Yep. So.
And then some ice on top of that.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of snow.
Yep.
The temperatures are such that it's not melting.
No, it was 10 below the other night.
Yes. And I think there's going to be some cold temps coming.
Yeah. Welcome to Maine. So.
Anyway, that's what we live with.
Yep.
We do stay warm.
Yep. So.
We tend to do that.
What's been going on?
What's been going on? Well, when I wrote up my notes, I had not, that was just my phone. I had not been called about work yet, or other than, I think we're a small business, so I think a lot of the companies, this year is not the year that their W-2s are coming out fast for some reason. But I just got a text today to go in Monday for a few hours. And I said, oh, by the way, Tuesday I have a root canal, which has been rescheduled from last time. I'm not having 2 of them. It's the same one. And she said, oh, I'm like, no, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
She's the only one in the world who likes root canals.
Well, I wouldn't say I like them, but I want to get it done, and it doesn't hurt.
Right. So.
I've been stitching.
Stitching.
We've had a lot of snow days. Let's see, was it last week or the week before? Or was it the weekend after we filmed? I was at Hobby Lobby and got to meet one of our viewers there again, Nancy D. Yeah. That was fun. We chit-chatted for a while, so that was really nice.
That was Saturday after Pins and Needles, right? We went to Pins and Needles.
Oh, that's
Saturday.
right. So it was the day after we filmed last.
Yep.
Just been stitching a lot.
That was a great stitchy day with
that was fun.
Brandy and Emma and Joanna.
Some Maine girls, and it was a nice place to have it, and I didn't get into too much trouble there, probably because there's limited cross stitch.
You bought fabric.
I did buy fabric.
I did buy some fabric. I'm anxious for Emma and Ashley to connect. I think that'll be fun. Emma's pretty new at stitching, so.
Yeah. I had my pneumonia shot, still feeling I don't do well with shots, period. Like, my arm is just whiny.
Okay, so don't let me hit you in that arm.
I walked into Kathy's today and I said, I don't know what it feels like to be 90, but I think it's this.
So,
let's see.
Sunday we went to Helen's.
We did. We went to Helen D's, and Ashley went with us. We stitched. There were 12 of us, one via
11 and a half. Yeah. We had
Zoom or whatever the Google room is.
Yeah, Patty was in New York, but she's part of our Maine group.
That was fun. M. Kissa Creates was there. Is it Creates? I always get it messed up.
Marissa.
Yeah, she was there. There were quite a few of us.
Yep. And I see Helen shouted Ashley out, kind of.
Yeah, that was fun.
We got her down. She had such a good time and got to meet everybody that she's heard us talking about.
So that was nice.
And it was a gorgeous day. We didn't have any.
It was in between storms for us.
Yep.
Because there was no school here Friday, Monday, and yesterday.
Oh, that's right, yesterday, yeah.
But our schools, our local school district, they get 3 freebie snow days. And then after that, they do remotes. Yep. So the last 2 days have been remote learning.
Although every now and again, they'll surprise the kids and
once in a while,
say it's an actual snow day, which I think kids need.
Yeah. So. And usually that's coming on the prediction of a nor'easter or something really big that
they can get out and play.
Right. And it might pose like power outages, and it's hard.
You never know.
But
So
that's like not on my radar anymore.
Nope.
Other than knowing that either Grace is working
or not
working, or however that works out for her. We do want to address right off the top of the show.
Yeah.
We were recipients of the infamous hacker spammer.
Yeah.
Did what we could reported every single comment that was made. I think it goes without saying that for us, it's obvious it was a hacker. We wouldn't ask people to email us.
Even though they used our logo, they did it with everybody.
Yeah, there's something was
Whacker.
just, get out of there, you. Something was just a tiny bit off with it. We do the best we can. There's no real formal assurance or fix from YouTube, I don't think. Anyway,
There was a lot of people.
We did it. We did what we could. And we're going to try to do our sharing a little differently.
Yep.
I don't know if that's helpful or not. You can stay in there. Just don't tear my bag up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Lily.
So hopefully we'll train ourselves to use the word share and recipients.
Yeah.
We're not going to do any sharing today. We will let you know who's the recipient of last film's goodies.
Yep, we've got that today, so.
Yep. And
just remember, you know, we would never ask you to email or text a weird site like that. So
it's just
I think most
happen.
people realize it.
I think so too. This probably falls under video questions and comments, but I had written it at the top. We've had quite a few people ask us either on comments on our videos or general postings that we might make or whatever, where we find freebies and where we hear about
Stitchy days and retreats.
Stitchy days and retreats. As far as freebies and people's free patterns like Pinker and Pumpkin quilting, I believe all of hers are freebies. You need to search them out. Follow their websites, go to their blogs. A lot of your designers will have freebies and a tab on their website.
Yep, Primitive Hair does.
Yep.
It's a lot.
So while we will talk about them and share them, we're not going to give you direct links because it is free. Please go to their websites by doing a little Google search like we all do.
Absolutely.
And then you might find things that you want to purchase to help support them also.
Yep. But I think I say most every designer has a tab that says freebies. Even if it's one or two, it's something.
Or search it on their site.
Some designers, if you sign up for their emails, they'll do one or two
their monthly emails,
monthly or quarterly. I know Kathy Haberman does her annual anniversary gift to her husband, and it came out this morning. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So cute.
So
I think we all owe it to those who are doing the work for us to stitch their designs for free, to do a little research on our own.
Yep, and not everybody has the same aesthetic. I mean, we could tell you to go to this site, and that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, Stitchy Days. I would say for us, we talked about this briefly last time. I think for us in Maine, we have a Facebook page, Vacation Land Stitchers, which is for Maine stitchers, and then people get talking amongst there. Maybe check your Facebook groups for your local area.
Yeah, I know Stacy Stitches.
Dirty hair every time.
Stacy Stitches they're doing one locally, just a small one.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you don't have one or you don't see one, start one.
Right.
I'm not sure who. I think it was Alicia who mentioned it. Check your library. See if you can get a group together at your library, or
coffee shops are good.
Your town hall might let you borrow their room. If they have a convenient community room. Put one together. Put it out there.
Yep. And as far as retreats go, that for us, we learn word of mouth from other stitchers. Flosstube. Watching a lot of Flosstube. Following a lot of Instagram accounts. You could probably Google cross stitch retreats and come up with. There is a Facebook page, Stitching Events.
I think so.
My phone's on the floor. But anyway, we'll
keep talking.
So that's what I would do is, ask your friends, seek that out. And we learn about these things from our friends within the community of cross stitch. Searching. So
Stitching events. It is a private group,
Stitching
so you do have to join.
And a lot of times they'll have, there's lots of stuff on there that is not within our reach. It's not near us. Smaller things, I'm like, oh wow, I never heard of that. but something might be there that appeals to you or very close to you.
Mine's not scrolling down through, so either there's nothing recent or I'm having internet issues. Could be.
Facebook's being wonky. You never know. So anyway, what have you been up to?
Let's see. Stitchy days. Lots of stitching. I plowed through some good stitching in the last couple weeks. Had a follow-up doctor's appointment just to keep things on track. That's about it.
People love your hair.
I'm trying to decide, and I put it in a question whether to keep it natural. I think I might.
Yep.
I'm going to trim a few weird ones this weekend. My niece is a hairdresser, and I got a new office chair. That's the highlight of my week. I got a new office chair, and I might go to Hobby Lobby.
There you go.
So I'm looking for
I was up
things.
and out of the house at 7:30 this morning. Chiropractor appointment. Did a big loop around. Went into Hobby Lobby and Joann's. Yeah.
Already this morning?
Yep. And I was home at 10:30.
Oh my word. I have.
Well, we say that we're not within 5 minutes of these places, so.
No, we don't have DoorDash.
So it was real quick.
We don't have,
It was real quick.
I haven't done a whole lot.
Me either. We had the kids over for supper 2 nights ago.
We did one night.
That's it.
I don't know. We're gonna do a turkey dinner in a couple weeks. We have a big turkey
I need to do that too.
So, we are going to visit Rob's family. What's today? Friday? Sunday. And
Just for the day.
Just for the day.
Yep. How's his mother doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
So.
Good.
And I started walking. That's, if I put it out there, I got to continue, right? So we'll see how today goes. But all right, let's jump in.
Okay.
Previous.
I didn't stop at your mother's and take it off the wall.
Okay.
So maybe next time.
How about FFOs? We've both been doing a little.
I've got some FFOs.
So
do you want to go or?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I did some. I say quick framing. I follow Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I follow her tutorial on framing for the most part. I went to Goodwill the other day, got 2 frames. So I would love to do everything professionally done. My budget doesn't allow for that, and I love it when others do that, enjoy it. But I also like to FFO also. I like to be crafty.
Yep.
So I got 2 frames at Goodwill for $2 each, and I framed up Merry Christmas.
I love that frame.
From All Through the Night.
How did you know that was going to fit?
I didn't. I just saw the frame and thought, it's 5 by 5. I've got to have something that will go in there.
Okay.
And actually, when I went through my finished projects box, I had like 7 different things pulled out.
That's actually more silver. It's showing a little greeny, but
It is,
really
but it's silver.
silvery. It's so pretty.
And it is literally just a picture frame.
Love it.
And this I did on a foam board and pinned it, just like Elizabeth does. And this one was again
this
a
is
$2
gorgeous.
frame. And this is Heartstring Samplery, part of our Sunday Stitches series, Amazing Grace.
And sometimes if they're marked the right color, you get them half off of that. So
Right, nothing that I bought was, but
still $2.
And this had a prefab needlepoint, like embroidery type saying in it, and I just tore it out, and I didn't even I didn't touch up the frame or anything.
I love it.
I kept it the way it is.
Guess where I'm gonna have to go today?
And so I pulled everything out from it. This is not fancy. I haven't completely finished the back, but I have a kachunker. I don't know what it's called.
It's called a point driver.
I knew it had point.
We call it kachunka.
Kachunka.
Because that's the noise it
that's
makes.
the noise it makes. Kachunk. So
is that like when they ask you what's wrong with your car and you tell them the weird noises?
That's the only way I know how to describe it. 9 times out of 10, they know what I'm talking about. So there you go.
And then this one's gorgeous.
And I got this at Hobby Lobby in the unfinished wood section. It was $20. I got it 40% off. You can do your stuff very affordable. I painted it white, such as it is.
Here, I'll hold it.
And this is Cottage Garden samplings, right?
I believe so.
This is Christmas Sampler 1. They have a second one also.
This is so gorgeous.
And I do need to, this isn't gluted or anything. It's matted on foam board, and it's a hair too snug. You can see over here that it's a little too snug. I am going to need to take it back out, unpin that side, trim it just a hair, pin it back, but I didn't do that day.
That come out so nice though. I think the white really brings the yellow.
I think so too. I have a white frame that I bought that was an oops frame, but it was a little too big, and my husband's like, no, I can't cut that.
I think you can pop it out right here.
Yeah, I did. I put a little something in there, and that's how I dinged that up.
Paint. It's simple.
But anyway,
That's awesome.
those are my FFOs, and I was glad to have some of them done, even though like 2 of them are a little out of season, but they got done.
That's right.
So I was happy with that.
I have 3 FFOs too.
Oh, that's so cute in person.
I finished, this is Happy Valentine's Day Matilda by Finally a Farm Girl. I had talked about it before.
That's adorable, even with that thing.
Oh, I was trying so hard to put that Valentine fabric on correctly. It's mine. It's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Even with that thing.
That's so
cute.
funny.
Yep. I stitched most of the crow while we were at Pins and Needles stitching. I didn't think I'd get that much done, so it was a quick stitch.
You're a little off frame, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was leaning. So that one's going to go right in my Valentine bucket. This is, I brought it with me. This is the StitchCon exclusive chart from 2022 that we got while we were there. It was only for attendees.
Sue Hillis.
Yep, Sue Hillis. And I altered it, completely altered it. So this was a start and a finish. There was 20 DMCs. I put my own colors to it. I took I gotta see which side I'm on, the house out, and I put our table 6, the initials of those of us who were at that table. I moved the tomato. I took the bus out. I put the year instead of my initials in the middle. Took the top border off.
I like it.
So, made it
I like
mine.
that it's very personalized.
And I got this. Oh, I guess you call it a cutting board. I think I got it at Target in the dollar spot. It had a round sticker right here. I can't remember. And I just put some pom-pom trim around it.
I didn't even notice when you texted me a picture about this that you ended up staining it.
I did a water wash. I took brown paint and watered it down, painted it on, and then rubbed it off.
Yep.
So,
good idea.
It was plain colored on the back. So that is that one. And then I said I was going to finish this, and this is my stitcher. And I put it in just a simple frame. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Is that where I got it?
Maybe. Don't know.
I think I got it at Hobby Lobby.
This tells me that you might have.
Yeah. I couldn't decide if I should stain it or not. So I left the beads, and I glued on a pair of scissors that didn't cut for beans, and a couple little things that I had gotten in retreats. So like Missy said, now I have room to put other things if I go to retreats and get little stitchy gifts.
Yep. That'll be fun.
This is from Luminous Fiber Arts, and that's going to go on my door this afternoon. This is probably one of my favorites. Love it, love it. Those are mine.
I was looking back at your door.
Oh yeah, me and a command strip. So I don't need that anymore. Finishes, I have a lot of finishes.
You do have a lot of
I
finishes.
do. So go ahead.
I have some finishes. I finished
I'm gonna put them over here.
Hands-on Design, 4th block. And I had finished the top quite a while ago.
Oh, that's right.
So I showed that. And it has the piece of red wool.
You're gonna put that in the middle and make a pin keep, or
Oh, I just flashed the chart, but I didn't mean to.
oops.
And this is done.
Let's move it in.
Very
Can't see what we're doing.
changing floss heavy.
No.
And
I love that
So
eco.
it is done on the oldest piece of mushroom lagana you probably will ever find. And so it's done. And I planned to finish this long. I'll probably do some sort of flat finish and put it on a box. And then I will make an individual
Sorry, that was
pin
Lily.
cushion just out of the top of this. I don't plan to do a block finish. That's a lot of,
We're not ready for that yet.
that's a lot of stuffing for me. And in my whips, I've been cleaning up the things that are sitting around in my whips, but that I just love.
Yep.
So I've had this from Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread, and it's red, white, and bloom. And I did 3 of the 5, and you'll see that I've altered a couple of them. So this girl right here I did, and it looks a lot different. Well, quite a bit different. I had done the little sunflower quite a while ago.
Little.
It is tiny. And then I've been calling him Uncle Sam. I had done some of the bees for him, and I ended up taking them out because the bees were the same, part of the bees were the wings were the same color as my fabric, and I just took it out. So
He's cute.
he's done. And I got creative with my stitching on him. I'm not calling it a mistake.
Now that's funny because you picked 3, and I would have stitched the other 2.
Well, there
That
you
just
go.
goes to show that
can
everybody
borrow it and
does.
do that.
Everybody does it.
And then
a
I
little
was
different.
calling her Mrs. Sam, but it's not Mrs. Sam. And I only did the one sunflower beside her, which is way off from the chart, but I made it work. And I didn't do any of the other sunflowers
or the bees.
or the bees. So these will hopefully be little tiny pillow finishes.
Yep, those are cute.
I have a lot of things I want to make into pillows. I don't know if I'll get sick of pillows or not. Then this was a new start and a finish, and I went to town. I showed this in my haul, the last video, and I talked to Leanne through my video, and we communicated after that, Leanne with Loose Threads. We both started this. We've both finished it. I'm sure she'll show it with
That is so pretty.
their next video. This was so much fun. That house is no joke, though.
Is that the one
It's
that you
little.
had to restitch the door?
Yes. When I realized all I had to do was take out the window panes after. But that's okay. I had a big boo-boo on it and it needed to come out. I did this on 18 count scrap of vintage country mocha.
Yeah.
I did 1 strand of floss.
I love the variegation in the house.
And it's so pretty. I did switch up. I used from my stash. So of the 5 called for floss, I only had 2, and I subbed.
That is so pretty.
And it's so much fun. Now that dress color, you can see, is very different. Oh no, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
No, it really is when you look at it. Mine was a cherry chocolate or chocolate cherry with coloring cotton. So like 1/2 of the strand was the cherry color. The other half was a milk chocolate color.
That's awesome. Is that actually a blue stripe in there that you put that it's called
Yes.
for?
Yeah. Wow. And that actually is black coffee.
Was that supposed to be a specialty stitch?
No. I did a row of Smyrna crosses
Right below the roof.
right below the roof to add some dimension, and I was sick of stitching
That
house.
came out really nice.
So those are my
I never think to
finishes.
do that.
I love
Alright.
to do the Smyrna crosses. Just break something out.
All right, I'll start at the bottom. So
Oh.
I finally got him done. This is 12
haven't
Days
seen
of
a lot of
Christmas
these things.
Jolly. And this is on my ink pen leaked.
See, it looks like murky.
I didn't put the word jolly.
I love it.
So he's big. I mean, he's supposed to be an ornament, but
You could do a stand-up.
oh yeah, I gotta watch Helen's new tutorial coming out. Yeah, he was cute. He was fun, but he was a lot of. Oh, and there's snow at the bottom, and I didn't put that. I wanted
You should do a
just.
stand-up.
I just wanted him. So that is by starts with a T. Jane and I both like them.
Did you write it in your notes?
No,
Okay.
but I've talked about it before. Can't think of it. He's in a past video. All right, Christmas rules. I shortened it because I was done stitching. I took off the
Well,
bottom.
that, and it doesn't look like you had room for it.
Oh no, I cut the fabric.
Oh, okay.
I think there was one or two more down here. I was done. I wanted it done. I like it this size. I think any longer, it wouldn't fit anywhere. I'd have,
for you, yeah.
So I finished that up, and I
So
like it
cute.
short. I've had a lot of people ask me about the blue. It's just a scrap, but it was a piece of blue. I've had it forever.
I think it's that stock Zweigart light blue is what it
could
feels
be.
like.
This is my block.
This is cute.
Sorry, Tracy. I'm done. This was the 25th block. Too dear. I was done. It's the same stitch over and over and over and over, and I was not feeling it. So he's going to be a cute little ornament.
But you used a piece of it.
But
Like
I
Vonna
did.
Pfeiffer showed, I think it was even in one of the in the Punch Needle magazine also, but her video, she also did a video, like she took pieces of stitches that she just was done with, and she created drums for all of them.
Yeah. So this is going to go in, I think, in a hoop and make a cute little ornament. I did like it, but I think like yours, you had different motifs. The only thing different here was the heads were turned. But I do like it. And then
But you learned that you are not
a repeat.
You're
do
not
the
a
same.
stitcher that enjoys the same thing
No.
over and over.
This is Holly Jolly Berry by Erica Michaels. Remember I said it was almost done? It was almost done. So this is just done on a piece of white.
That's pretty.
With random green and red.
I was just going to ask, is that what she used?
Nope, I think I just pulled green and red.
Yeah. I
So
really like
that'll
it.
be made into a berry. I had
How many berries do you have stitched to be made into berries?
FFO'd
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
I think I have a couple. I need to stitch a few more that I can just do berries
Yeah.
one afternoon.
I don't know.
I like that the J's not filled in.
Yeah, that's how she did it.
Yeah.
I had part of Jolly done. I had Holly done and some of the swirly. So I had to put in all the balls, the J, the holly leaves. I had quite a bit to do. The word Christmas. But I don't know. I want to say that's cherry cobbler, but I'm not sure. I like that for red.
I like it.
All right, and my snow day stitch, because you know it snowed. Give greatly. This is on a piece of
so good.
18 count flan. This one I do know because my note's still tacked to
There
it.
you go. I had said before, I don't think that's flan.
Yep, it's flan. I absolutely loved it. Stitching the white was maddening, but it was just fill in, so I did that for a few days. The letters, I think all those words took me 2 afternoons. It was quick lettering. I love it. It's going to be framed.
I do like it too.
I had such fun.
Are you going to put some buttons on there?
I am. I didn't put as many snowflakes as it called for. I'm going to put some buttons. I think there was just too many. So I chose all the snowflakes that matched.
Yep.
And then I'll put big and small buttons and leave it alone.
I like it.
So I might look for a
I
frame
really
for that
like
today.
that sled.
That carrot on that sled was so fun.
I like that.
Those are my finishes.
Those are your finishes.
So.
Excellent. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to get things
Do you
off
also
my...
have starts, or did you?
Oh no, I have starts, yeah. I wanted to get some smaller things off, or things that I was just mentally done with.
Yep.
Get them out of my whip pile.
Things that were languishing.
Yeah, because we are going to do whip parades. We talked about
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk about that.
You want to do starts?
Hopefully they're not sick of that.
Yeah.
So my starts, this was a start
And a finish.
and a finish, and I started. So remember last year, I kept an ongoing project bag filled with an assortment of Christmas ornament size projects. This year I've got that also, which I haven't shown, but as I stitch things, I'll show it.
Yep.
And I decided that I was going to do that with some fall things. Not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. But the only thing in this so far is fall fields, I want to say friends, from the Prairie Schooler.
I love this. She asked me last night what I recommended, and she chose the one that's on the back.
Yes. And my husband wanted me to stitch the deer. He looks a little
I would
weird,
have said the
though.
squirrel or the turkey.
I almost did the turkey. So I have started the owl.
He's cute too.
I'm doing all of these, or the ones I choose to do. I'm not going to do them all. On perforated paper. Ignore the pen circles. They will get covered. I had a project attached to that. So, or in mind for it. So this is where I've gotten so far. He'll be done real quick.
He looks funny with no head. Nothing around him.
He looked a little creepy without the divider in his face there a few minutes ago before I left. And then I realized that I had forgotten those stitches.
He's cute.
So that was my start along with the other that I finished. And I'm just doing perforated paper. Called for DMC.
What made you choose perforated paper?
I don't know. I probably will end up having to, because if I want to finish and hang like ornaments, but I'm not sure I'm going to need to, like these are done on a cream fabric. And I'm going to need to fill in all the background. But these are only like 2.5 by 2.5 or 2.5 by 2.
2.5 by
so
1.5.
It won't take very long.
Yeah,
I think he's the littlest of them
Yeah,
all.
they're 34 by 24, it said.
So I'll choose some sort of light tan or cream probably to fill in the back.
That'd be awesome. And
I don't know what I'm gonna do
it
with
lightens
it.
them a little bit too when you want.
I
to
actually
finish
like
them.
that finish with the twigs.
Yeah, go ahead and send your husband out in the woods. We have a lot of snow.
Yeah, I won't be finishing any of this stuff anytime soon. I think that's what I had for
That's it for starts?
starts, is those two. I've been working
wow.
on other things.
Oh, I didn't even pull them out here. Starts. Here we go. So I showed last week did I show it or had I not gotten it? Winter Sampler by
No, you were on the fence and then we got done filming and you bought it immediately.
Okay. Winter Sampler from Crocette a Gogo. And
No, maybe you did show it.
yeah, because we were
Because
talking
we
about
talked
the
a lot
moose.
about the animals.
Yeah. And
You hadn't started it.
the patterns, I think small. It's not horrible,
No, but
I've
there's
learned.
a lot on it.
I've learned to use GoodNotes, and I'm really liking it. And this is a piece of vintage country mocha. And I apologize. I have a.
So you're using the non.
Oh man. Yep, I'm using the backside of vintage country mocha.
It's okay.
I started. Ignore all my crud. I started here, and I did.
Nice.
I did all these bottom stitches. So like 1, 3.
So did
one,
you do
one,
a middle
one, one.
start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started to fill these in, whatever these things are. And I got to about here, and this little row was supposed to come down on a 3, and it came down on a space. I knew I was wrong.
That's cross stitch counting.
Yes, counting's
Cross-stitch
hard.
math.
So I had to pull all of this back out and go all the way back because it was 3, 1, 1.
Because you would have noticed.
1, 1, 1. Oh yeah, because it was a group of 3 and then 5 singles and then a group of 3 and 5 singles. So I had to pull it all out. So I got this all back in, and I'm starting in on the letters. Really, and I just imported it to GoodNotes, so now I'll be able to go a little longer. But I'm really loving it. And
Well, you can on GoodNotes you can magnify it.
Yeah.
You can increase the size.
And
so it'll be,
can't wait to get to the fox. Someone posted a picture about the fox. That's cute. And then this I started yesterday. This is Cherry Hill Stitchery. Holly Jolly. It's called a cup of cheer. I call it the Holly Jolly Cocoa Bar.
Quite a few people are doing this through Christmas, right?
Yep. I'm never in where everybody else is.
Nope, me either.
And I'm doing
rarely.
it on
Ooh, that's
18
gonna be
count
nice.
Petapoint. I'd saved a picture of this on Petapoint, and now I was telling Missy earlier I can't find it because I'm trying to decide if I want to do the white outline. And that's where I'm at right now. And that was just yesterday, last night, yesterday afternoon. I'm in the final season of The Crown. Got sucked right into that in the last 2 weeks. So I'm trying to
looking for good series on Netflix. Now I'm totally interrupting you.
That's okay. I'm always
like I've watched.
I started Call the Good Wife.
The Crown.
Is it Call the Good Wife?
Call the Midwife.
Call the Midwife, and that's my.
I watched all that. Virgin River.
That's my walking.
And I don't like Utopia, and I don't like stuff like The Walking Dead.
No. So my question.
Anyway, I digress.
How is it going to look with the white stitches, like the snowflakes? This is what I'm talking about. The white stitches between Holly Jolly and all the little snowflakes.
I would stitch everything and then see if you want them, because to me, I use this as a snowflake.
Right. I think I'd stitch the white on the greenery.
Yeah.
And the cup, although I might change the color of the cup. Maybe, I don't know. What's everybody else done? Has anyone ever stitched this on Pet-a-Point?
Right.
But it's the first time I've ever used it, and I really, really like it. And I'm not finding a problem with the
No, I
points.
didn't either. Not that I've picked it up recently, but Christmas rules, I haven't gotten back to it. That was a stitch along for me, that was a start along. Not a stitch along for me.
And it's in my plans, but I'm gonna need to start a snow day stitch. Yep. So.
Yep, you'll have to choose what you're gonna do.
Yep, I'm gonna put that out there for you guys too.
Okay.
So what about your whips? You must have.
I have a few whips. So when I don't have, I should say it, well, I guess it is a relative term. I don't have what I consider a lot of whips. Most of my whips are all wrapped into my BOSME board.
Yep.
I did have 2 or 3 or 4 that were not, and I have finished 2 of them. And the other 2 I don't feel like touching right now. So I went to my oldest whip, which is part of my BOSME, and I'll adjust my sails with my board if I have to when it's called. And this is my oldest one that
That's your oldest whip?
Yeah, and it's almost 2 years old already.
No way.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. The Ann Aldred sampler, and this was one of those on Homespun Sampler.
You didn't start
Facebook
that last
page.
year?
No.
Wow, time flies.
I mean, I was a little surprised myself, but
oh,
it's in my book.
On a side note, while you're undoing that, someone asked us where we could get these. Amazon.
You
Get
can
the star ones.
Or the other cool, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, this is where she's at.
Oh, she's so pretty.
I did all of this and this.
Those birds are cute. Just simple
I was
little.
going to do this other star. There's another one here. But it was at night, and that's 1/1.
The star is 1/1?
Yep.
Wow.
And I did 2 strands. I should have done 1. No, I didn't. I think that's 1 strand. Anyway, I didn't do it at night.
Those are cute.
And this is done on a piece of, I think this one is, I have it in my notes because I never remember.
Hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa, Bestitch Me, 32 count, Lugana.
Because I want some of that.
And it is beautiful.
And there goes
my
the notes.
Which I'm going to have to, I need my notes, so.
We're gonna hear
lean down and get it.
We're gonna hear a thump in a minute.
Why don't you show a whip and I'll show the rest of mine after. I am just a hot mess today.
She's a hot mess. Well, I have a couple of whips because, I was working on finishing up those things. So I have December Dance by Lindy
Your
Stitches.
chairs are really tall.
Yes. I have a high top
Sorry.
table. So this is, I'll block you out. December Dance. This is my red-footed boobies. And I took this to Helen's for our Stitchy Day because I outline and then I fill in. So this is where I'm at.
Sorry.
And
Sorry. Hold, please.
oh yeah, look at that. 16 count, picture this plus glacier.
I thought I was a mess the last video.
She's a hot mess today. She driving the bus.
Oh my.
So I know it doesn't look like a bird, but those are really birds.
I'm not sure what I would describe that as. I'm gonna shake everything.
You're good. So I have the feet. I'm working on the head. This is one of the necks.
Told you, 90. Sorry, Kathy. I have been so interruptive of you.
That's okay. So I'm getting there. This will be a quick one.
Our kids love to hear their mother and Aunt Kathy talk about her boobies.
My boobies.
Her blue-footed boobies.
I love those. And I did.
Don't call agencies on us.
No. My blue-footed boobies. I found my blue-footed boobies that I was talking about last time.
Oh, that's right.
In my thread keep.
I love that.
So my mom made this. And this is Winter Rose Manor. And you're going to be surprised. Everyone has seen it.
Ooh.
I went right to town with the border.
Nice.
I had this.
Don't leave that house for last. You'll never get it done.
I know. I had this flower. So I went up and I went down and I went across and I added the trees because this right here is all snow.
Oh, that's right.
So now.
And you need to stitch the snow in this one.
Yeah. And this urn, I worked on this urn too. This is supposed to be roasted marshmallow, the same as the one at the top. And I used a gray.
I was going to ask you if you were matching your urns.
Yeah. And so I kept this one the same. So now I'm going to move over and do some of it in the house. Look at all this held in here.
It's okay.
I love it every time I pull it out. So I'm working on that upper urn.
Nice job.
And that'll come back out. I think
Remind me to show you how Christy with Crosshatch Quilts framed hers, and it's a Hobby Lobby thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
I think she got the idea from Lori Holt.
Ooh.
And I don't think you need to paint the frame or anything.
Cool.
Let's see if we can get it for you.
So I'm loving that. I feel weird pulling out things that are on my BOSME board because I almost feel like I'm cheating. But
I have a lot of big things on my BOSME board, so I'll be glad I'm anxious to touch them, actually.
Winter Rose Manor, I have 6 hours on my BOSME board. It's going to take me way more than 6 hours, so that's not a big deal. Yep. But I already finished Stitcher. I had 4 hours on that, and I finished it. I FFO'd it, so I'm ahead of the game.
There you go.
Okay, what's your other whip or other whips?
When we went to Helen's, I took Hands-On Designs Philanthropic Pumpkin. So proud I can say that word now, Kathy.
I'm just so excited. I hope she comes up with another fundraiser.
So, again, it was the kit. We got everything. I'm not doing mine on the linen. I'm doing it on a piece of
16 count Ada?
18 count vanilla latte.
You sure that's not 16? No, you wrote 18 count.
I think it's 18 count.
Okay, it's gonna be smaller.
I don't care.
It's so cute though.
And then I worked on this. I was very much an antsy stitcher last night. Nothing was keeping my attention. It wasn't satisfying me. I went from one thing to another and ended up on perforated paper. So I stitched on this at Helen's, chit-chatting, and stitched a little bit on it last night.
We two go to make it. Mine's right here.
Is it fun?
Mine's right there. Yeah. And I loved it.
Oh, good.
Her directions are phenomenal.
Maybe I'll have this done in time for fall.
You will.
So there's that whip and my snow day stitch.
Because it's not like we haven't had snow.
But I didn't stitch on my snow day stitch much at all. I wanted to do other things instead.
I did one day. The other day.
But I did. I'll take just the side off. I moved it and stitched, but just so you can get a feel for it. And it is the blue flower, the color of winter. I'm doing everything called for except the fabric, and I am using Sparkling Grape 32 count Lugana by Grace Notes Fabrics. And I just love her. Mm-hmm. I love stitching on her stuff.
I didn't realize that needle minder had a pair of scissors in it.
Yes, I bought it at Hobby, and it says Hobby House Needleworks. I just grabbed it. I didn't know how much it was until I was in the car. And
It doesn't matter. Nope.
So I
it's
have
so
done
pretty.
this, brought my borders over, and finished this and this. I have an error in here, and I decided that I'm just going to work here and down. I'm going to come back up around because I can't count off this.
Right.
And I don't want to count this.
Well, I was telling Ashley she had an error in something, and I said you either frog it or fudge it.
I'm fudging,
Yeah.
and you can tell the flower's a little wonky, but I think this pattern lends itself.
I don't think so.
You'll really notice it when I come up the other side with the identical flower.
So make the
But
identical
it's okay.
flower wonky.
I'm missing a row, and
if you
but
match
it's all
the
right.
two,
It's
it'd be
okay.
good.
I'm okay with it because it's gonna sit in my house,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna love it anyway.
And the
Because
only one knows is you.
One thing's
and-
for sure, only a piece like this would I ever gift to. You'd have to be a stitcher to get this
Right.
piece.
And I normally say only
your
you and I would
mother,
know
or-
it, but now we have 5,000 people who know it.
I know.
Why
It's
do we?
okay.
Why do we do that?
They'll keep our secret.
So
It's okay.
don't tell.
So those were my 3 whips that I worked on.
Awesome. How'd you do with BOSME?
I completed January.
Woohoo! Me too.
I don't remember what was on there now, but I completed it. I had it completed pretty early on in the month for me.
Yeah.
But again, I have had a lot of stitching time, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. I feel good. Mine was the StitchCon swap, which I didn't show, which is done, and FFO, which I had that. I did the
Right,
pillows.
right.
And what'd you have for February? We had
February numbers were called, and we ended up having 3 because the free spot was called.
Yep.
And for me, on my free space, I am doing a new start. So I have 2 new starts planned for February already, and that's going to be, I'm going to show both of them actually. I haven't started them, but I'm going to talk about them. And I had 5 days on One Nation Under God from Twin Peak Primitives called. It's a big girl.
Yeah, she is.
Big girl. And I had 5 days of Twin Peak Primitives Founding of America called.
A big girl.
Another big girl. And I am going to have to do, I love them both, but I could get so lost in stitching Founding of America that I'm going to make myself do One Nation Under God first because I really want to stitch that other one
And
so much.
your thing of 5 days is, so if you're at work and you come home and stitch for a couple of hours.
That's a day for me.
Yeah.
That's a day for me.
I think that's for a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
So that's what was called for BOSME, which if you go to Jess Marie Does Stuff, Whip Go, it's the same thing. We're just doing things within a small group of friends and chit-chatting, and
Yep.
we call
Yep.
it something different.
Actually, I noticed today that someone in our group met someone else, lives in the same town, but we're
Yeah,
going
we'll
to
talk
chat about that.
that.
Yeah. So I had the free space. My free space is blank. Mine's going to be
Just free space.
just a free space. Yeah. And then I have, believe it or not, my Stitch New England swap. What were the odds that 2 swaps came up? So I'm going to get those out of the way. I have no idea what I'm doing. None. So that may or may not get done this month. And then M4 for us was Stitchaberry. And I think
For
I'm
us?
yeah, one of our numbers was M4.
Oh.
And I think I'm going to pull out my winter berries because this is all I have left of Helen D's winter berry
Do
salad.
that cardinal and cherry cobbler, please.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Did you order it?
I did order it.
Okay.
So
Because I love that he has a blue wing.
Yes. I think I'll probably end up doing all 3 just because I like them.
They are really cute.
I wish I had, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but opalescent in blue.
That would be pretty.
For one of these 2.
Have you stitched on opalescent?
Yep.
Does it bother your eyes like some people say?
It depends on it.
The time of day, or like a lot of people, nighttime it bothers them because the light is so concentrated on just the piece, whereas daytime.
No, I think it's for what bothers me with opalescent is it shreds my thread.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think that's what I'm going to choose. I also have the cat one kitted up, but I can do that anytime. That's a good small grab and go.
Yep.
So like on airplane. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I have
somewhere.
not till June.
I know.
But I don't know what I'm going to do for Stitch New England swap. Not a clue. But we're getting there, and everyone seems to be having fun. Ashley was all excited about our calls. We called them yesterday. Yesterday?
25th. 2 days ago.
Time flies. I don't know what day it is. So yeah, we've been going right to town there.
We have.
Flosstube Buddy, Lauren.
Flosstube Buddy. Quite a few people are talking about sweet Miss Lauren, which I could be your mother.
I know.
And I'd be okay with that. The New Hampshire Stitcher, Lauren. And have you had a chance to watch her?
I've watched both
You know,
of them,
she does a lot of Brenda Gervais, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
What a delight. First of all, Lauren, I like your location where you film, where all those windows and you get to see a backyard. I don't know why, but I like that. She just, I think she might be from the Shakopee Valley area. Am I saying that right?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. She lives in New Hampshire, somewhat of a newlywed.
I get the idea. She
Has
works
a doggo, yeah, and just a delight. She is very well versed in what she's stitching.
Yeah, and
extremely passionate about it. And there is something about her.
She's relatively new.
She does, but she has this ease and comfort about her of a seasoned stitcher.
Yep. And she's on linen,
I
small count.
absolutely love it.
40 count linen.
Yep. And if you go and watch, particularly the last video she filmed, maybe she did a finish parade, an FFO parade.
Just a finish parade. It was some of them
And
were
she
FFO'd
talks
and
about
some of them weren't.
how she has stitched pieces and made them personalized for herself and others. And that just speaks to my heart.
Yeah.
Go watch her.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And we hadn't really talked about mentioning this, but you talked about a friend of ours lives in New York, central area, New York, who is in our BOSME group. And she lives in the same town as another new floss tuber. That's how this conversation came up that Kathy started mentioning. Grandma Nana stitches. Oh my! I
haven't watched her yet. She's in my queue for
just amazing. Go watch her.
Yep.
She's good too.
So cool.
I don't know her first name.
Nobody knows.
I don't think she gave her name. I think it might be Linda because I zoomed in on something that somebody wrote, and I think it.
This is the same woman who likes to peek in windows as we drive by.
Oh my goodness, we live in a neighborhood.
We love to see how people decorate.
Yeah, I'm not like a peeping Tom. I just want to see. Oh, I like that.
Right down the street from us is a tiny house, and we so want to see inside.
I want to go in it.
But
it's probably a good thing, Angie, that you don't live next door to me because I'd be peeking in your windows to see your place.
And this is a guy, so he'd probably be really creeped out by us.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm really not going to do it, but I would love to see inside.
So, so last time we had mentioned that we're going to do a new designer series. And it could be someone who's actually been designing for a little while, but, you know, newer. And
new to us.
Yeah. And so for the month of January, it's Acadia Designs. She's here in Maine.
Acadia Stitchery.
Did I write? I wrote designs.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, Acadia Stitchery. And she was gracious enough to donate a PDF file to one of our viewers.
Yeah.
And we asked you to use the word Acadia in the, okay, we can't say that.
Share.
In the share.
The recipient.
So that person is Brenda Wise, W-E-I-S, Weiss, maybe. So congratulations. We're gonna give
email us your email address.
Yep.
twoneedlespullingthread@gmail.com, and we will connect you straight with Janet.
Yes.
And she'll take good care of you. She's excited to do that.
Yep. And go check out her website. She's got some great
Yeah.
things. A lot of people commented that they like the sheep, the stacking sheep.
Yeah.
And the
pig.
seagull. Yeah, the pig. Yeah, there's a sheep on the pig.
Yeah.
Someone posted her snowman that she had just released a couple weeks ago. Someone commented that they'd done the Santa. So yeah, give her some love. And then Katie, the Naptime Stitcher, was gracious enough to
Donate.
a bundle for her PDFs, which I did bring my planner this time, and I can show you a little bit of what I use. Like, this is my January page, and I write what I started and what I finished and who our small designer is and what my Stitch Your Stash plan is. Stitch along trackers if you're doing stitch alongs or start alongs.
Just some really neat things.
Snow Day Stitch, Happy Mail for she has Flosstube.
Like Flosstubers.
Yep. Stitching Friends. There's a ton of different options, and I love it.
She's doing a great job with that stuff.
She is. So the recipient of that is Crafty Mom. So we don't know what your name is, so we need your name and your email address, Crafty Mom, and email that to us at, like Missy said, twoneedlespullingthread@gmail.com, and we'll put you in touch with Katie, and you can choose your bundle. But we do appreciate them.
Yes, thank you very much, Katie and Janet. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you all playing along, doing it safely and wisely, and we'll keep our channel as safe as we possibly can. Please don't use words that we're trying not to use.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful. Who knows?
Yeah.
We're just doing the best we can, and all we want to do is a floss tube.
That's right, yeah.
So bear with a lot of us
All of
floss
us.
tubers who have had to deal with this.
Yep, they got...
And some of them are far larger than we are, so...
Yeah.
So... It's been...
But,
Anyway.
we're cruising on to
okay.
another milestone. So.
I know, it's so crazy. So,
What do you got?
Video comments and questions. We do realize that a Maine person won the Mega Millions.
It wasn't
not
us.
If it was us, we would be Oprah, stitching for everybody.
That's right, that's right.
You get a stitch, and you get a stitch.
Instead, my husband got the Powerball number and the first number, which gives him a whopping
$4.
I said, can I quit my job and start a business? And he says, you don't even have enough for 2 fancy floss. So,
The fact that they know how much that stuff costs.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. Jane, we did something wrong.
Yeah. So.
We talked about, I guess I did have it here. We talked about how to find stitchy groups and retreats. Put yourself out there, even just a tiny bit. Also, to add to that, if you are following the Facebook page, SYS
2023.
2023, Stitch Your Stash 2023, which was created by Alicia of the Fanciful Flamingo, and Jessica, Sweetwater Stitcher. There was a thread on there. Somebody was introducing herself, and she didn't have a stitchy friend, and it has morphed, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So go check that out.
Yeah, and they're talking about potentially doing a weekday morning Zoom.
Right, and then other people were connecting and doing their own little tiny Zooms. So
yeah, join it.
Join it.
Check it out.
A lot of you caught on. We didn't mention it. We forgot. Never entered our mind. A lot of you picked up on our new intro. It was new year, time for something. And
your daughter.
One
Grace.
day I woke up to a text from Grace that said, "Oh, I was playing around with this. What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, I kind of like it."
Yep.
So we've had that for a while, and we decided to do it with the new year.
Some of our, it not even just crossed my mind. Some of you may have gotten an invite. Ashley started an Instagram page just for her stitching because she is so far down the rabbit hole now. And we got a good giggle that in her intro it says she is tech support for Two Needles Pulling Thread.
Right.
So,
yeah, that was funny. We
we
won't share that personal here because we want to make sure. We just want to make sure everybody watching is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And we want our girls to be safe. And
I would hate to see
so.
You can come after me, but don't come after my babies.
That's right. That's right. So
that's not exactly how my mother used to say it.
yeah.
But I'm gonna say that word.
So yeah, don't let daddies find out. So, but no, she's all done. She used her gift card the other day. I said, "What did you order?" She's like, "I don't know what she ordered." So
I meant to tell her she didn't have to order me ye old gold.
But she did.
She did. Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay.
All right, what do you got for haul? Anything?
Well, you know, I did a spreadsheet.
Surprise.
I started a spreadsheet, a stitchy spending spreadsheet.
Why would you do that?
It's really bad when I text my little friend and say, do you think a plane ticket to go to a retreat falls under stitching spending? And they all said no.
You can't make anything out of it. Unless you're gonna stitch your plane ticket. You're gonna punch it like they do in Polar Express and then stitch it.
Probably not, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna try to be better. January.
Did you do this
better.
all on the 15th?
No, I didn't do any spending on the 15th. I spread it all out. But I'm gonna try to do better.
Is my stitchy chair part of stitchy expenses?
No, because nothing in my craft room is.
Right.
Just saying. The painter comes Monday.
Woohoo!
I cannot. Well, he came already, but that was to look
He's
at
starting
everything.
on Monday.
Yes, he's starting. So back in December, I purchased. Did you get yours?
I did.
I purchased from Jody, Trixie Tricycle, Cedar River Linen and Design. And I purchased...
I think that's what I thought I was buying.
Oh, but you bought this. Okay. 3 pieces of her 20 count Ada. And this is Tephra.
This is so pretty. No.
Tephra.
That's showing tanny. It's kind of got a, not red.
Rosy-ish.
Think of a piece of cedar.
This is, I'm not going to lie, this is probably some of the most amazing Ada I've ever touched.
I want to see if I can get the right.
Okay, you do that.
No.
It's so nice. So nice. And it's she's doing her, I don't know what her dyeing process is, and I think she's trying to do it as environmentally conscious as possible.
These
and
are
honestly, I haven't watched a video that explains all of it.
Didn't someone say that they're all naturally dyed?
I think so.
This is almost, it's not vintage country mocha, but it's not showing, this is yellow, it's showing yellow. It's not. It's a tanny, rosy, gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It took a little bit longer than she initially stated and anticipated. Grace was right. My lips get lost in my face without lipstick.
Squirrel!
I'm just like way out there. It's usually your job.
Well, something came up.
Well,
she was overwhelmed.
Overwhelming response,
Yeah.
and rightly so. Communication was out of this world. Right at the point where it was like 2 weeks from my order that they said would ship in 2 weeks. Got amazing communication via email.
Well, and then there was the holidays.
Let's face it. This shipped on January 11th. There were 2 holidays in there.
Yeah.
This is just...
There's
nothing to be concerned about.
No, I was sitting in a parking lot.
You'll get your stuff.
When this went up. I was sitting in the parking lot waiting we were heading north.
And we all.
I'm like, do I do it? Do I do
Holly
it?
and Tammy.
Yeah.
Overcast.
Yep.
And that shows.
Yep. Mine's 18 count. Yours is 20.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Not much though. Which is funny because when I got it in, I think I was expecting this, so I was kind of like, oh, I didn't order it. But I have to say that now that I've put it away for a while, it's darker than I remembered.
Yeah.
So.
And I absolutely love
almost
this.
Bought that.
Arboreal, arbor as in tree. ARBOREAL.
Arboreal.
I put the syllable
on the wrong accent. That is gorgeous.
And I love this.
Oh my word.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Oh, Missy.
But I love
All right, so Nancy from the Bougie Stitches was yelling at us.
Yes.
Can you imagine that bird with the snowflakes? I can.
That's a thought.
Yeah, it is. I might have to go order.
That's a thought.
And we got their cedar.
Those came with it.
I love it. And it smells gorgeous. I have a cedar chest that my father-in-law made me. And I love pulling out my sweaters when they have sat in there
Your
all winter.
father-in-law made it? Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yep.
Nice.
A Mennonite bishop taught him to make them.
Nice.
So,
I actually had ordered most of this stuff I had ordered before our last video, and I got all kinds of goodies in the mail.
have you seen my squirrel?
Okay.
Finally a Farm Girl? I think it's Finally a Farm Girl. Her sneak peek for market is an Abraham Lincoln pattern.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. There is a series that the Sampler Girl, and she did a series of First Lady samplers, and it's called the First Lady Sampler Series. I haven't done a lot of digging and research. I took everything I know, which is little, but what I know about this, I know from Rachel of Needle and Flax, and she did a video a while back about sampler series, and she talked about these. I need to go back and watch that.
Where'd you find this?
It was on a D-stash.
Oh.
And this is number 5, the Mrs. Lincoln Sampler. I just had to have it.
I like it.
And I got a good deal.
Oh, that's got a lot of colors.
Fair deal on it.
Ooh, that's bigger than it looks though. 214 by 190.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
I like that.
But anyway.
I like that the designer used letters
Oh, for the most part, yep. As her symbols.
rather than a filled-in heart versus an open heart.
Well, I haven't opened this up. Maybe it's handwritten for all I know.
Yeah.
Yeet.
I like that though. That's nice.
So I got that on D-stash. Very, very reasonable.
Who just did this?
Somebody just did it that I watched.
And they said, why is it not done? There's only a pumpkin left. Who was I just watching?
Anyway, what we're talking about, sweet friend Tiffany Robich, who does Black Cat Stitchery.
Black Cat X Stitchery.
She makes vinyl covered bags, and you have seen them. Actually, she did the Valentine one that you showed the last time.
Yes, yes.
That you got for Christmas.
We met her at StitchCon.
She was destashing some Blackbird designs, and I was fortunate enough to grab some of these. Waiting for Harvest is a Reward of Merit pincushion from Blackbird Designs.
Super cute, super small.
Love it. It's 89 by 51. So I love that. Down in the Valley, and this is another Reward of Merit, Blackbird Designs.
I bet you could find some
Which is so cute.
glassware at the shop.
Oh, I bet I could.
Oh, this is
And
cute.
Peacock Pin Keep, Loose Feathers, pattern number 35.
Yeah, I see me borrowing that. That is one
you can.
funky bird.
Yeah, it's so fun. Helen D stitched this. She borrowed the pattern from a friend, because I think these are out of print. I don't know that. I don't tend to keep up on that a lot. I think this is out of print, but some of them are coming back.
Yeah.
Don't know which ones. I think Helen did just this.
Just the bird?
Yep.
I love
think
it.
So
That is one funky bird, and I like it.
he's very proud.
I am there for it. Look, let me see what color he is.
Yep. And then I ordered.
Oh, and it tells you how to make the pin keep.
What did I do with these things? Stacy Stitches creates. I don't know if she's still doing it. Check her site. She was doing a sale. She had a 20% and a 40%. And I just talked to Ashley about some of these little charts that I wanted to stitch up and have a little more summary things. And Primrose Cottage Stitches. These are Lindsay's stamp series, and I picked up Squeeze the Day. And Plant, Grow, Bloom. And Hippity Hop. You bought this one too, didn't you?
Yep.
And then I picked up these 2 packages of pin minis. So I'm all about the pin minis.
Those are cute.
And I love those. Ashley liked them also. So I got those from Stacy. Where's my chart?
Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear that?
Woo!
And I forgot, this is also the sampler girl, ironically, who did this. And I don't know where I saw this, but I had to have it. I love It's a Wonderful Life. And it's a little fun pillow, Bedford Falls, 1946.
Very cute.
So I do love that. So I really got some good deals on these things. That was my purchasing for January, along with a Como Stitches vintage fabric Valentine.
I gotta
bag.
reach out to Jess.
So cute. So cute. She
I don't
does
know what
such
I'm
a
looking for, but
superb job.
I need another bag.
Superb. Inside is heart material. Heart fabric. So I really like
I know. Ashley's like, I like her bags. I'm like, yeah, we all like her bags. Jess does a great job.
Nice. Very nice.
So.
I have another one on order.
Oh, jeez. That it?
Anyway, that's my haul.
All right. I bought these. These are magnifying clips.
Yeah.
I call these half mags now.
Yeah.
Missy knows why. I have the ones that clip on, but they're full
They cover your whole
full
lens.
lenses. Missy got me onto these. These cover half, so I can look up and see. So we're gonna give these a whirl.
Have you used them yet?
I have not. I just got them in.
They
the
are a
other day.
little heavier than the others. Just a little warning.
So
Took me a little bit to get used to that.
I also went on Stacy Stitches, and I
That's
bought
so funny.
Hippity Hop. And then I think I mentioned last time I'm gonna do this for summertime in bees, so I got Kind Words, and these are from Primrose Cottage. And then this is, I
that's
didn't realize
cute.
this was a combination of her hands-on design and Just Another Button Company.
Oh, I like that finish.
Yeah, it's a cute little, I don't know if they call it a scissor fob.
Oh, and it's little.
Oh yeah, this is on 30 count, it's 2x2. It's only 30 by 30. So this is, probably help if I show it. It's called Bumblebit from Samplerology
that.
or Squareology. Really tiny. I have some thoughts. And then I had to do this now. Pam and Steph, one day I was watching them. I paused them. I zoomed my camera in and took a picture because I wanted this pattern and this was there. This is Stitches by Ethel. This is called Snowballs and Icicles. I had to have it. He is so cute. So cute.
That could be your next snow day stitch.
That could be. And this is tiny. I mean, I say
55 by
tiny.
55.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your snow day stitches don't have to be huge.
No, long stitches on the bird bath. Oh, that's for the icicles. Flower buttons from the White Wedding Sprinkles pack. Oh, from Jabco. Where's the buttons? Oh,
You could
interesting.
use
Just my
something
snowflake.
you have
I have
in
snowflake
stash.
buttons. And the only other thing, I was loaned because I am doing, and this kind of goes into plans, Colorado Cross Stitchers Winter Camp. Are you taking part in that as well?
Yep, I am.
You can go
I
check
didn't
her
bring
out.
what I'm doing, but I
That's
am.
okay. You can go check her out. She sends out a monthly or every other
I think
week.
it's more often than monthly.
Yeah, email. So she does winter camp, summer camp, sampler camps, different ones. Has little freebie camp patterns, which I noticed. I don't know if it was Jen or Nancy. They're making a bag out of it, and they're sewing them onto their bags. Jenny.
Well, maybe both of them.
And this winter camp is something in a collection.
Right. So it could be a series from one designer. It could be a collection of anything.
Tomato patterns. It's anything
Same
you
theme
want.
pattern.
You post a starting picture on February 1st, and an ending picture on.
I think she does them
February.
weekly. Like she does weekly prizes or something.
Yeah. So go check her out. Colorado Cross Stitcher. So I am gonna do the next in the Tiny Town series, Blooming Tiny Town, and I had a good friend loan me this pattern, so thank you. And I think the bird is so cute. Look how big the bird is.
Oh my goodness.
So
That's cute.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I've had this for a while, and then I kitted everything from stash.
Alicia would be so proud.
I know. Keeper of the pins, Brenda Gervais.
She can do no wrong.
So I plan to do 4 of the 5. There's one of them in there. I don't, unless I get going on it and I'm like, I'll do that.
Oh,
But anyway,
I did have one more thing.
that's what I'm gonna do.
I have my Grace Notes fabric of the month called Lady Gray. And it's gonna show up. Oh no, it's showing as gray.
Yeah.
And that's it, it's gray. Not much modeling. So that's my
Looks
fabric
nice.
of the month.
Looks good. Good, good. What do you have for plans?
I need to choose a snow day project. So I'm trying to decide if I want a winter project or my promise of spring that's in my way whips. It might be this, now that you say that. It might be snowballs and icicles.
That would look good on that, was in our Grace Notes fabric of the month. Was there a licorice?
Yep.
Might look nice on that.
Yep. Ashley helped me. That was something that we did too. Ashley helped me organize all my fabric that had stacked up in a pile that I hadn't taken care of since StitchCon. So
Well, it's done now.
it's all done. I only got a couple of war wounds out of it.
There you go.
So I need
what
to-
else do you have for plans?
I'm gonna start the stitch camp, the winter camp. I'll probably stitch the little one. I like the idea of sewing it on a bag. So maybe I'll find some plain fabric if I continue doing it, and then I can just hand stitch them on. That's it. Stitching,
Nice.
stitching.
What do I have for plans? Oh, next Saturday we're doing a little sit and stitch at Panera in Auburn, Maine, if you are local to the area. Oxford County, Androscoggin County.
Franklin, wherever. If you want to come from Southern
We'll
Maine.
be there at
yeah.
9 o'clock, and we'll be there for a few hours.
Did we say 9 or did we say 10?
No, we said 9.
We did. I'm sorry. I
It's
could have
okay.
sworn we said 10. So
That's fine.
Whew.
And I've heard that there are plans after
There
that.
are. Yep. Yep.
I was told.
Her husband did some birthday party planning.
So that'll be fun. We're gonna go do some fun things. Stitch New England still has space.
Yep.
If you are signed up for Stitch New England's retreat in October and you have not booked your hotel room, check out Pam's latest video, Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. She gives some great updates.
Yep. Yep.
So
You
check
wanna
that
get
out.
You want to get your hotel booked before she has to drop her number of rooms.
Right.
There'll still be rooms, just
Right.
not with the block rate.
Right. I am going to start on. Can you text her and tell her that we're filming, please?
Multitasking.
It's just my kid, you know. She must be on her way home from work.
Already? Oh, yeah.
So, crash. Sorry, hold please. I'm gonna do a birthday start. My birthday is next Sunday, and I am doing The Winter is Past.
Oh.
Blackbird Designs. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I picked this up a couple months ago, I think, on D-Stash.
Look at that.
And I'm doing Called For Fabric.
What is it?
18 count Picture This Plus Oaken.
Oh, my favorite.
I know. And all the Called For.
I was going to ask you if
Floss.
you're going to use call for. Scarlet
this-
House, right? They just made it. Oh, I didn't mean to dig you. They just made another post. Is it Scarlet House where you got that?
No, this was Shepherd's Needle.
Okay.
Scarlet House is a designer.
Shepherd's Needle just posted that they got a bunch of PTP in.
Yeah.
Don't go buy
She
all
was
the
amazing.
Oaken. Don't go buy
She
all
was
the Oaken.
amazing
I
on
want
the
to go
phone.
get.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
So I love it.
That will be my birthday start. I don't always do Valentine's. We talked about this last year when we were new and not many people saw us probably. Valentine's, my husband doesn't like Valentine's Day.
No, because you're supposed to love all year long.
No, that's what he said. He just doesn't like all the hype of Valentine's Day.
I decorate.
Okay.
I decorate for Valentine's Day. I don't do.
That's all right. I'm gonna have a Valentine. I did something. I might need to have my jewelry, my fob maker fix it for me.
You stretched. That's all.
Yeah. So, Helen D, go watch her. She talks about hashtag Strawberry Fair, F-A-I-R-E,
Yep.
Sal, S-A-L, and by October House Fiber Arts. And this starts on the 14th.
There's a lot of people doing that. You can do coupon codes with
Carla at Cobweb Corner. You can get a certain percentage off supplies, finishing things, everything.
Yeah.
And
For this sale.
Yep, for this sale. I'm doing it on a scrap piece of vintage country mocha. I always say it backward. I have subbed up. I decided I did not sub out any of the floss. I'm using all the called for. I've had this for quite a while. I bought this last year. It was a Nashville release.
Yeah.
I think it was last year. Or was it this fall? Anyway. And then we were at Helen's. It's not uncommon for some of us to bring things to share. Share the stash. I found this, Bloom and Grow.
It's almost like the sampler of
And
the
it's the same. Look at that. Look at that.
coordinating piece. That's the word I want.
Yes. So I took the symbol, I matched up the colors to be the same as
Oh, there you go.
this.
So you could put
So-
those in a bowl on your table all summer long.
Yeah, because I finished all my Valentine stuff I stitched last year. That's out
See,
and finished.
And that's another option for me is rather than a snow day stitch do winter, I could start working on some of my bee stuff.
Right. You could.
I might. This is my problem is I'm
So
just
that's
going to
what I'm
start
doing. I'm not a journal girl, but I've been writing in a calendar every
You've
day.
been doing good.
What I've been doing good for January.
I bought some stickers only because, you know, I could.
Why not?
Not anything major.
Mm-hmm.
June is full.
So that's kind of what we have coming up.
October.
We're going to a pottery place
Yes.
next set. My husband called it moonshine pottery.
No. There. I don't think there's any drinking. That
to
would make
which,
it.
to which I Googled it because, you know, if you're telling me about it, I want to know where I'm going. No.
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
Yes, he thought that would be fun.
Moonstone. And then we're all going to dinner after.
I can't wait to see what the guys do.
I know, it'll be fun. We'll pick our piece and
I was looking at.
I've never done it, so, and I'm not creative in that way, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I was looking at.
The fun thing, though, is when Mike and I travel, we have collected small pieces of pottery that are to the local, wherever we are. So that was kind of fun.
Did you see their new mascot?
No.
His name is Bisque. He started
Okay.
working last Saturday.
Dog.
Little puppy. This is Bisque. I don't know these people. I just happened to check out the website. These are
anyway,
new pictures.
we'll see how that goes. It'll be fun. All of us are going with the kids, so.
I wanted to show you that.
Oh.
I thought
great.
something like that would make a cute Ort jar or Ort dish,
Oh, yeah.
or as a gift or.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, that's what I have for plans coming up. We have more weather coming.
yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
is what it is. So this is one of our shorter videos.
I know.
Last week we had nothing to show. We were almost 2 hours.
You're going to see us again soon.
Yes,
soon.
we are going to do some whip parades, some kit parades. How we're going to do it, we don't know yet. We're going to work out all the details.
We're going to show you some old finishes that have not been FFO'd.
Yeah, someone was talking about
So,
that, and
something out of the ordinary for
Yeah.
us.
And if you're thinking about FFOing, Jen from Two Tall Stitchers and Penny from
Thank you. I
not
wanted
Penny,
to mention that.
Michelle from Penny's Daughter Shares is doing hashtag.
FFO Challenge 23?
I think so. It's an FFO challenge, and it's just to get things out of whether it's an under bed box. I have on the
It's not
shelf
finished.
box. Just get them done. So we want to do that. I know here in Maine they have another finishing day up in Greenville.
Yep.
Coming up in April. I can't haul all my stuff up there and do that. I can't go.
I could go and stitch, but that's also, I don't think that's going to line up well for my time, for things I have going on. Hashtag FFO Challenge 2023. Go follow that on Instagram. Even if nothing else, to get inspiration for some FFOs.
Yeah. I've got 2 boxes or 2 bins.
Crazy.
Full of just stuff I've stitched.
Yeah,
my very first stitch that I did
we
with...
probably all have that.
Oh, yeah. With Fancy Floss is in there. My flamingos. So I want to do that special.
Yep. So that's
Awesome.
where we're at. Anyway.
So, yeah. As always, if you like it, hit subscribe.
Yep.
Thumbs up. Leave us comments. We heart them. We do read them all. We do,
I'll try to respond to questions and that sort of thing.
And, we're here. Just send us an email. Send us leave a comment. All the things.
Yep.
So.
Brenda Wise and Crafty Mom, don't forget to email us.
Yep. And we'll get you in touch with those two people. And we appreciate the community. We appreciate our viewers. Stitching is our sanity. So
yeah,
but
it's awesome.
And I think you said it last week. Don't save the pearls.
That's right.
So
don't save the pearls for the best.
Yep. So all right. Have a great couple of weeks.
Have a good day.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.